It is time to begin the 2013 commencement exercises. You may remain seated during the processional. The Prosper High School 2013 seniors are being led by Ashley Boo, who is the valedictorian of the senior class. The valedictorian of the class of 2013 is Ashley Boo. Ashley, please come forward to receive your award. Ashley will be attending the University of California at Los Angeles, or better known as UCLA. Ashley will be majoring in neuroscience. Ashley is being awarded the valedictorian plaque by Dr. Drew Watkins.
You know, when people first started realizing I'd be giving this speech tonight, they either said one of two things. The first was, oh, what are you going to talk about? You know, normal. The second was, are you tall enough to see over the podium? I mean, I don't mean to offend you, but do you need a stool or... Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to inform all of you that I can very well see all your beautiful glowing faces tonight, not because I have a stool. No, actually, I'm just wearing killer, sparkly, 6-inch heels. What was the point of that, you ask? Well, in life, you should always rise over your challenges, but the more fabulously you do it, the better. Welcome, faculty, proud parents and family members, friends, and the wondrous class of 2013. What an amazing honor to speak with you all tonight. Before I begin, I would just like to acknowledge that the school year was no easy year nationally, from the Sandy Hook shooting to those who lost their lives and assets in Moore, Oklahoma. To those affected, I would like to recognize their pain and remind everyone that we are all connected by the threads of humanity, and the losses in these tragedies should be our losses as well. Secondly, on a lighter note, I'd like to thank Sam Zaricki for your endless supply of short Asian jokes, which have not only provided great entertainment for others at my expense, but they also inspired the earlier introduction of this very speech. So, Sam, I don't know where you are, but kudos to you. I've already started a list of comebacks, which I'll read to you at our 20th year reunion. Some of you have lived in Prosper your whole lives, and some of you have come in recent years. I first moved to Prosper when I was 13 years old. In those days, right when you entered town, there's a sign that said population 4,500. When I arrived in Prosper, I was confused. I took in the country landscape and the cows and the streets with no lamps, and the downtown, oh yeah, which consisted of only one street. See, as far as I could tell, with my move, the number of teen Asians had dramatically increased to 1. But my confusion was replaced with pride through the years as I watched the community flourish and accomplish so much. High school came faster than I thought it would. For most of us, it was a maze at first. Imposing, sometimes dark, twisted, kind of like the ends of Mr. Atkinson's beard. Just kidding, I love you, Mr. Atkinson. One thing I did find at ease this time is that unless it causes you moral or physical harm, you should just go ahead and laugh at yourself because life will shove you a lot of chances. For instance, let's just say, hypothetically, that while I was doing a certain chemistry lab last year, disaster struck and I hypothetically burned my hair off in a fire. I mean, hypothetically, this never happened or anything. Actually, it did. Honestly, though, there cannot be life without laughter, and as many of you have heard, you don't even make it out alive anyway. So, laugh when you can and cherish your moments because they will never be again. Senior year came. To be completely honest, this year I sort of lost myself for a while. See, the funny thing about you or me having an idea about anything is that we expect these ideas to prevail in order for some semblance of normal life to continue. See, we have this idea of what love is supposed to be, or we have this idea of what life is supposed to be, or people have this idea of who you're supposed to be. And when reality doesn't live up to these ideas, as it seldom does, you're a failure. 4 years ago, as I entered the halls of this high school as a freshman, I set up with a singular idea for myself and who I wanted to be by the time I was standing on this stage. Naturally, I fell short, and I was frustrated, unfulfilled, and deeply unhappy. Granted, I mean, standing here before you today, I'm not the person I envisioned myself to be 4 years ago, but the difference now is that I'm immensely grateful for that. I think as young adults, we tend to have these grand ideas of what all we're going to do. We'll play college football, join the Peace Corps, even be 25 sitting on 25 mil. Word up to Drake. We don't tend to account for the curveballs in the midst of planning these great plans of ours according to these great ideas that we have. So it's easy to fall and lose ourselves when the curveballs do come. And there will be many in our lifetimes. I said earlier that I'd found my self-worth, and really and truly that is only because of the love that has kept me going from my parents, Hugh and Jeanette, my wonderful siblings, Alexis and Anthony, my friends, my relatives, my teachers, the school faculty, and my God. To those individuals, I thank you all deeply for your sacrifices, and I am forever grateful. There is so much to look forward to, and the greatest of these is love. With love, only then do the great things you all will achieve have any significance at all. I mentioned I was short in the introduction of this speech, only to emphasize that it's not about the physical measures. It's about finding the means to overcome life's challenges. And when you have doubts about overcoming these challenges, look back on the love that flows through you and around you and with you from everyone who's ever stood behind you. You who have been given the power to help, you who have been given the power of new ideas and change, you who have been given the power to love, let us go out and make use of our gifts. Let us go out to dream, inspire, to give, and to love. Because life will change, people will change, you will change, your major will change. But if you love yourself enough to have faith in these changes, and if you love and touch others with a selfless warmth, then in times of sadness you will be happy, and in times of loss you will be whole. Thank you so much, and my sincere best wishes to all of you, class of 2013.
As principal of Prosper High School, I certify to you, Dr. Watkins, that these 278 students have completed the coursework required by the Texas Education Agency to receive a diploma in the state of Texas. Will you and members of the Board of Trustees come forward and join me in awarding the high school diplomas?
Students, prepare to receive your diplomas. Ashley Nicole Fung Ha Vu, University of California, Los Angeles. Tyler E. Sweet, University of Texas.